Hello everyone, my name is Steve TV Online, and I'm going to be submitting Nikoderiko the Magical World any percent to the marathon. This is a mix between Crash Bandicoot and Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong in general. You'll see as we play through the game. This is an any percent, but there's only like one exploit that we use throughout the entire run. It's basically glitchless, so it's just a matter of skill and going fast. There's multiple different moves that I'll be explaining, different techniques that I'm going to be using that I'll explain as we're going through. We are going to be playing on easy, and we're going to be doing one player, and the timing is going to start the second that we go into one player here. So without further ado, the time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to be skipping the opening cutscene, and that opening cutscene is that Luna and Nico have found a treasure, and the evil Grimball comes in with all of his minions and come and steal that treasure. We have to go and find the evil Grimball again and get our treasure back. Now, we're going to be having different mounts, which would be like Donkey Kong Country and somewhat of a Crash Bandicoot sort of situation, but we're not going to be using them for a little bit here, because actually the fastest movement that we have is actually sliding, and also the board, but we're not going to be using the board like at all throughout this entire run, except for at the near the second to the last level. We're going to be using the Toad mount for most of the run, but that's not going to be for a couple of levels now. So right now what you see me do is I'm going to be sliding a lot, like I said, and also one thing that you're going to notice, if you slam down and then you hold the slide, you're going to be sliding even more. And also, I'm sliding into enemies, which allows for us to go a little bit faster. It kind of locks on and gives you an extra slide. And so that's what I'm doing right here. As you noticed right there, I did get hit by that enemy because he had spikes on top of his head. Where there's our Toad mount, but we're actually just going to be jumping off because it's a lot faster for us to just go normally. And right there, what you saw me do is I didn't hit the hedgehog because I got a little bit of a boost off of the big guy there, and then we were able to jump over all of those other hedgehogs. And now, right now, what you're going to see me do is you're going to see me try and miss a lot of these fireflies, because those are basically like the coins of the game here. And we don't want to collect those because it just kind of slows down the time at the very end here. And now we are just through me talking right here, I've already made it to the end of the level here. A couple of other attributes that you saw me do here. Another thing is, I told you about the fireflies. All we're going to do is hit this once. It doesn't matter. It's about the same time frame each time. If you hit it more than once, it's just multiplying the amount of fireflies that we collect at the very end there. And we don't want to waste any more time than we have to for it to add up any more of the time. So right there, we are done with the first level, Sacred Forest. We are now going on to Tricky Caves. Tricky Caves is another one that we're not going to be using the mount until about halfway through, and we're going to be using the Toad only for a specific purpose. Otherwise, we wouldn't be using mounts at all. Great. So right now we're just going to be falling, and then we're going to slam down here. That allows for us to get down a little bit faster. These enemies are always going to be in the same spot over and over and over again. One thing I didn't get to mention is that there are two characters. There is Nico and there is Luna. I will make that as a incentive to decide which character to use. I had an idea potentially for us to make it so that people can donate to change the character on the fly, because I can actually do that without wasting any time. So as people donate, they can donate to for me to either change into Luna or to change into Nico on the fly, which would be kind of cool. So these guys like to run into you. They don't hurt you, they just run into you and are very annoying, so we just try and dodge them. Sometimes they can help, most of the time they don't. There we go. And then I'm going to slide underneath that, because normally you would have to grab that. Then we're going to go up here, and we're going to slam those down. So I found something really funny that happened to me the other day. If you can get bumped up to the top up there by that guy right there, the bumpy guy, but it was just a fluke, and it usually never happens. So right now I'm going to get the Toad ready. We're going to summon the Toad at any time. Now, normally, since we're playing on easy, we can summon these characters at any point. If you play on the other difficulty, the harder difficulty, you are not able to do that. So this is why we have the Toad to begin with. Normally, you would have to dismount to get up here. However, you can just jump up there with the Toad and not have to dismount and do all that. Normally, you wouldn't be able to with the other mount that they originally give you there. There we go. And we are now done with that level. So that's another thing right there with the mounts. You can end the level with the mounts, and that will help us out in the future as well. So now we're going into Owlspire Wheels. Owlspire Wheels, we are going to be using the Toad for the entire thing, but first we have to skip another dialogue, and then we have to go into the next area here. Owlspire Wheels, well, first, what I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I am going to summon it up by hitting the button to start up the summon, but I'm also going to slam down there first, and then I'm going to summon him. Oh, and another thing to point out is actually, I am playing on the PlayStation version of this game and not on the PC, because the PlayStation version is actually faster than the PC. I know it's kind of strange, but it's just how it is. Here's a big jump. Whee! So the Toad, we aren't going to really be getting off of him because of... Oops, oh, I missed that jump. That's fine. Because of this jump, it's a lot easier for the Toad, and we don't have to go up the other wheel to waste time. But I did waste time because I missed the jump in the first place, but that's perfectly fine. And then also the Toad allows for us to get big jumps off like that, and then we're just going to climb up here. The Toad allows for us to skip quite a bit in this level. It's a lot easier with the Toad compared to some of the other mounts or just sliding in general. There we go, and now we're going to go over here and we're going to go down. Whee! So this is what I'm talking about, where it switches from like a Donkey Kong style into straight into a Crash Bandicoot style. Because we just went from the side-scrolling into forward-moving like this. Back into the Donkey Kong style. Now, this is the fun part. Does this look familiar? I hope it does, because it's inspired by Donkey Kong Country. So we're going to use this guy to get us up here. Then we're going to get off this guy. Ooh, that was close. Backups for the win. There we go, and then we're going to get to the very end here. That was a close one. Almost fell off there at the very end. Alright, so now we got that, we're good. And then we're going on to the second last level of the first area, which is very quick, I know. I can't remember the name of the next level right offhand. I always forget the levels half the time. I just remember that one because sometimes you can just get stuck and die like I almost did there. This is Jellyfish Cove. Okay, this is our first underwater level, but this is also the first level where we start out going forward. I'm telling that to myself as well to remind myself we're gonna be sliding forward to go right away. We did find a trick in here, but it is slower than the actual way of going normally. Plus, the devs decided to get rid of every trick that we found. Because we did have some skips. So I do this in a specific order every single time. Well, I messed up the order, but that's fine. Because I can just do that. And then we're going to get these guys first. And then we're going to get these guys. And then we're going to slide all the way up to the front here. And then get through. So there is a way to skip fighting those guys entirely. But it is slower. A slower way of actually doing it. So right here, now normally you would say, oh, water levels, why? These water levels are actually really quick and easy to do. Like, very quick and super fun. There is going to be a mount later on in these water levels that we are just not going to be using. So there's going to be a mount entirely that you are not going to see throughout the entirety of this game. So right here, the enemies are always going to be in the same spot, so we know exactly where we're going. We're going to be dodging everything here. We're going to be going down below here, going through here, up, And these guys will always move out of the way no matter what. And then we're going up, and we are done with that level. That is our first water level completed. Alright, and with that, we are going on to our first boss, and that is Darby. But the level is called Darby's Dam Revenge, but I like to call it Darby's Dam Revenge. But the thing about this boss is, I don't feel bad for him getting mad at us, because Darby is just sitting there chilling out, making his dam like normal, like a normal beaver would be doing. And we come in and destroy his dam, and he gets mad at us. And we call him an enemy. He's not an enemy. We destroyed his home, all of his hard work, and we are going after him, attacking him. So I don't know why we would consider him a boss, because he was making his dam and we just come in and destroy it. And now he's considered a boss for that. Which is rude, in my opinion, because we're the ones that destroyed his stuff. His hard work. Alright, that's one. I'm trying to get as close as I can to him at this point, because then we can hit him faster than normal. Because I know what moves he's going to be doing just by the way that he's standing, and also he does the same exact stuff every single time. Okay, that's good, we don't have the enemies. Sometimes he spawns enemies in with these waves. And there we go, that's the end of Darby. So that was our first boss, that was our first area, Skyward Falls. And now we're going into the next area. A lot of these bosses are very easy, except for one, and I will point them out when we get to it, because it is the bane of my existence. Like, the bane of my existence. So we're gonna go up here, and we're going to go into Cobring Mines. And this very first level is going to kind of look familiar to a lot of Donkey Kong fans. This is something carts, glue mine carts. And if that sounds like something that Donkey Kong would do, oh, it's definitely something Donkey Kong would do. And you'll see in just a little bit here. So we're gonna go up here, we're gonna slide, do a lot of sliding. We're gonna jump, we're gonna slide under that, which I, for the longest time, didn't think was possible because I was always getting hit by it. Then we're gonna grab onto that, we're gonna jump, 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 slide under, and then we're gonna slide under this thing. Then we're gonna jump into something that kind of looks familiar to Donkey Kong fans. And then we're going to just be riding on this for most of the level. There's not much, there's a little bit of ducking here, we get to have a little bit of fun right here. Whee! Get that, even though we don't need it, it doesn't add on anything extra. Another thing I didn't point out about those hearts is we start off with 3 hearts on the easy difficulty. That helps us out, as well as the summoning of the enemies at any point. In the harder difficulty, you only have 1 heart and you have to collect the hearts as you're going along. So it makes it a lot harder, plus you wouldn't be able to spawn in the enemies at any, or the mounts at any time, like I've mentioned multiple times. So it makes it just a lot easier and a lot more marathon safe. So here we are. This is a fun one. I like to say how easy that gem is. It doesn't add on anything extra at the very end. It's just something fun to show off that it is one of the easier diamonds to collect. We are working on an all diamonds route for this game, and that's going to be super fun because there isn't well, there's 49 diamonds. The 49th diamond is in the final boss fight, where you have to collect every single one of the fireflies in it and also beat him at the same time in order to get the final diamond. So it makes it a little bit more of a challenge, but a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. So now we're going into Dragon Chase. Very creative level name, isn't it? Dragon Chase. And this one is very interesting because it goes through multiple different things, and we get a new mount that we only use 1 time throughout the entire run. 1 time. Not even in any of the extra bonuses do we use this mount ever again. This is why it's interesting. It has its own little introduction with the little dragon. And by little, I mean, here he comes after us. He's a little dragon, right? Oh, one thing about... Oops, I'll mess that up. One thing about this, though, also is, we want to make sure that we slide underneath those, as you saw, because otherwise we get stunned. But also, we want to try and... Oops. Come on, Nico. We also want to try and not land in the pits, because if we land in the pits, then we will automatically die, and we have to do this whole chase sequence all over again. Okay, there we go. I did get hit by a couple things, but that's not that big of an issue. But here we go. We're going to go into the mount that we use only one time and one time only. And has anyone ever heard of Jetpack Joyride? Well, this is basically that. Everything is going to be in the same spot every single time, so I know exactly where everything is going to be. You can get hit by the dragon in the background. I did find that out the hard way. I was just testing out to see if you could get hit. You can get hit by the dragon in the background. Oh, and also these spikes are insta-kill, so if you do get hit by the spikes, then you have to do this whole section over again, plus the chase. So you do not want to get hit by these spikes. So we're past that first set of spikes, which is good, which means that we can get to the first checkpoint. Oh, that's another thing I didn't point out. The checkpoints are the... you'll see it here in just a minute. It is the fireworks that are right there with the star on it. That is our checkpoints. So once again, we're going to be dodging all the spikes here. They're always going to be in the same spot every single time. And this is another diamond that's really easy to collect. Now we're going to fall all the way down. And then we're going to go all the way back up. Now you thought that you were done. Nope. Now we have a dragon chasing us. Well, we also have spikes. The dragon can never catch us, luckily. And the spikes usually move out of the way, so you don't have to worry about that. So now that we have a dragon chasing us, he's going to go after us while we go through this hole. He got a snoot stuck, so we should be safe, right? Wrong. Here he comes again. Don't know how I got a snoot unstuck. So now we have to worry about the fireballs coming out. We're waiting for him to shoot out 3. There we go. He'll do that again. Well, that's where we want him to do it, because he can do it while I'm going through this, and he can hurt me. We're going to go up high here. That way I can get right into that, and then we can end that level. That was a little bit slower because I got hit by a couple of things there and got stunned a couple of times, but other than that, as long as I didn't get hit by any of the spikes and I didn't have to redo the chase, we were perfectly fine. Alright, so now we're past that level, and we're going to go on to the next one. I don't remember what it's called. I never remember what they're called. Rope Ride Grotto. Okay, Rope Ride Grotto can sometimes be a hassle, but there's nothing like too dangerous to like. So we're not going to be using a mount throughout this entire one once again because there's no use for it. We're going to see if I can get this. Nope. Okay, we're going to slam down and then we're going to slide, and then we're just going to jump all the way over here. We're going to dodge this guy and then go all the way over here. There we go. Go here, go here. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. We're going to go all the way over here. And then I'm going to show this off just because. So all of those balloons that you've been seeing in the air are actually, they actually give you health. So if I need health at any point, that I will always be grabbing those just for safety purposes. Because otherwise, yeah, I would be dying quite a bit. Ooh, that's not good. So now we're going to go, so this might look familiar to some Donkey Kong fans as well. So I'm going to be staying all the way up at the top up here because they cannot hit you while you're all the way up here. We're going to be jumping on his head, that way we're safe, get up here. And then one more time we're going to get this balloon just because. And then we're going to get on this, and we're going to, whee! We're going to then get on the mount. Because it makes this section a lot easier. Perfect. Let's go. We're going to run all the way over here. Now, this level has something that I think a lot of Donkey Kong fans, maybe just me, have issues with, and that is going to be... well, that worked out. Is going to be cannons. I am terrible. I've always been terrible at cannons in like Donkey Kong games and any other game to begin with. But I know where the cannons are going to be and where they're going to be shooting. So as long as I do this good, I know that I'm going to get hit there. I did not get hit there. That's not good. That's really not good. There we go. So now I'm going to shoot up here. I know I took damage. There we go. Perfect. Alright, that was a little bit slow, but this is why I tell you ahead of time I am not good at cannons. Which is not good, because later on there is a level entitled Crazy Cannons, which is all just cannons. I know exactly where everything is going to be in both of these levels, but I'm still very bad at them. Like, very, very bad at them. Alright, so now we're going to be going into our next water level, and this is originally where we came up with a skip inside of the game, but they decided to patch it out in the last patch. But that patch also kind of helped out with the final boss and made it so we can actually kill the final boss. Before, it kind of messed up to where the boss would sometimes just not allow you to kill it, and it would hurt you every time that you attacked it. Well, now we can actually do that, but they did patch out our skips. So normally we would have, in this section, we would have like a 30-second time save of air swimming, and I will explain why. Oh, and also in the very first iteration of this, you could go through those after you got that lit up there, but now you cannot. So the air swim would have been right here. It would have been up in this section up here, and we would have been able to skip a lot of this level, like a lot, most of this level. But now we don't have it, which is fine. Right there in that box is the mount that you'll never see throughout this entire run. It is a seahorse, and they are very slow. So you see me going through these spiked balls. Those are actually just ones that you can just go through. I just memorize exactly where they are. After playing this enough times, you kind of memorize where everything is, obviously. Alright. Perfect. And now we're going to go down in here. And once again, we're just going to go through. And so this area would be a little bit scary if you were on the seahorse, because it would be chasing you. But since we're so fast in swimming, we just continue on and we never see them. All of these are not spiked balls, they are just things you can go through, as you can see. Normally you would have to see it by like lighting up the area, but we don't have to since we know. Here, and then we're gonna go around. So those guys, even though they're sleeping, they don't like the lights. But even though they're sleeping, if you get too close, they can still hurt you. I'm not going to show that off. So then right here, we're going to go through this one. And we are almost at the end of the level here. Well, not particularly, but... Okay, so this is normally a scary area. Because we have to go down with the seahorse. But if you just go down, you're perfectly fine. No need to worry. Now we're going to go up. Do the same thing, just go up. All the spike balls are always going to be in the same spot, even though I did get hit there, that's fine. Because we only have one more area to go through, and there's actually a heart right over here. They're going to be right there, that one will always hit me. And there we go, we are done with the level. Now normally we would skip all that last section where I told you we would do air swim. We would go from there all the way to the very end where we just went right now. And we wouldn't have had to do all those dodging of the spike balls and everything. But it's like a 2-minute like swim. It's kind of boring, as somebody pointed out. It would have been kind of boring just to have that as like one of the skips. But whatever. Anyway, we're going to be going up here, and this is Crusher. This is our next boss. This is Crusher's Mine. He has different phases. The first one is like a chase sequence. The second one is going to be just in like an arena sort of area here. So here we go. We don't need to worry about that, and we're going to slam down. And everything is always going to be in the same area as normal. This is just how these games work. Obviously, this is a platformer. So now we're going to go up here. There's going to be these little guys, and there's going to be this big guy. Then we're going to slam down. We're going to wait for Crusher to throw out his drill so we can go through. And then I like to do this. Okay, I want to go over there. I want to go over there. I warned you. I let Crusher have a little bit of fun with that guy. That way he gets to kill somebody, because the next guy right here, I get to kill. And then we wait for Crusher again to get his drill to go on. Another one. And then he has one more that he's going to shoot at us. There we go. See, like I said, I get to do all the rest of the killing. I give him one kill And then he's going to shoot one more drill here. Then we're going to fly over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just be sliding over here to get us over here as quickly as possible. That moves it forward a little bit faster, so we get into here a little bit faster. Okay, so now, right here, sometimes this game likes to eat my inputs. And by sometimes, I mean quite a bit. You can end up dying on this section here with it eating your input, and then you have to do this whole chase sequence all over again, which is not fun. Because I've had to do it before, and it's just lost a really good pace run. So, the only area that we need to worry about it eating my inputs is this next section right here. Okay, we're good. Now it's almost impossible for us to die. In this chase sequence, we can technically die, but it's very hard to, because now we're at the last of his drills, and then we're going to go over here. And even if we would have been in this section here, and we would have got another heart anyway. Alright, so now we're going to skip his introduction here. His introduction is really short. Crusher, there we go, and now we're going to go. Now, I'm going to say it like this. It is outside, and then inside, outside, outside, inside, outside. So he's going to do outside throwing, then he's going to do his drills, then we're going to stand, or duck right here, and he cannot hit us if we duck right in this section, right here, every single time. Then he has this phase. He's going to do, he has 3, then 4, then 5 for each one of those. Then we're going to do this section. He's going to go up above us 3 times, then 4 times, then 5 times. Now we have to hope that the bomb, nope, the bomb is going to drop over on that side. That's fine. Got 1 bomb hit on him. Which side is he coming? This side? Okay. We're going to go over here, and he's going to do inside, outside this time. Whee! Then outside. Then he's gonna throw that again. Then we're gonna stand right here. We're gonna duck down, and that's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. Then we get to dodge him 4 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're hoping that the bomb drops here. Nope, it's dropping on the other side once again. And which way? You're going that way? Okay. So now he's going outside, inside, outside. There we go. And then outside again. Then he's just going to do 1 more cycle, and we had to dodge him 5 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done. Then we have to dodge him 5 times now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to hope that the bomb drops here. Not, it's going to drop on the other side every single time. Perfect. And that's the end of Crusher. Like I said, all these bosses are very easy, except for one boss. Well, the one boss that I keep on talking about is easy, but he has very bad RNG, and I always have a hard time with him for no reason whatsoever. Alright, so now we are done with World 2. We are going on to the next world, which is, don't remember the name of the area. Skyvines. Skyvines has some interesting levels. Some very interesting levels. These ones, can be very, very hard. As I said before, I'm bad at cannons. There's a whole level entitled Crazy Cannons. Fun, fun, fun. Huh? Alright, so, I've practiced this level quite a bit. There are some sections that I'm going to kind of take a little bit risky just because. So, right there, I do that every single time. I will do that every single time. We're going to do this, and then we're just going to shoot off. As long as we get hit right there, we're fine. I wanted to get hit there. Now we're gonna go forward. We're just gonna keep on going. As long as we go like this, we should hit that heart every single time. Perfect. Then we do have to go here. We have to go up here, then shoot down right there. Go in and go forward. And then one more time, go right here. And then we're going to go all the way over, jump over, and then up. We're going to grab this for safety purposes because we are going to be taking a couple more risky strats here. Like that. Perfect. I do that every time because it will always line up every single time. Perfect. That was really good. And now, this is the hardest section for me. Perfect! Okay, we'll grab this just because, for safety purposes. This is a marathon submission after all. Anything can happen. So these guys right here, these guys are new. They're just reading their books, and if you jump on their head, they like to attack you, and you can't hurt them unless you are on a mount. Alright, so that was actually a really good Crazy Cannons. I'll take that any day of the week. Any day of the week. As long as you don't die in Crazy Cannons, it's a good run. Alright, then we go from Crazy Cannons into, I think, another level that is very, like, technical and sometimes can be buggy. If I remember correctly, if this is the level I'm thinking it is. No, Dino Vines. Okay, Dino Vines, you would think, oh, Dino Vines, you're going to be using a Dino Mount. No, we're not going to be using a Dino Mount. It actually makes it slower and a lot harder to use the Dino in this level. Instead, we're going to be using our trusty Toad. The Toad... The one good thing about the Toad is you can hold down the button to attack, and he will shoot out all of these projectiles. This is not good for health-wise already, which is really bad because we need all the health we can get on this level. Like that. Like I said, that's our first death, I believe, if I remember correctly. So now this goes to show that what can happen if you end up dying. You go back to the last checkpoint, and there wasn't really a checkpoint until right there. Wow, this is really bad. Here we go. Perfect. Usually this level goes a lot smoother than that. Okay, well, that's never happened before. Okay, so now we're back here again. So, showing off this level is fun, I guess. So normally this level goes a lot smoother, but this is why I say that this area is very unforgiving. This is like the first area that's very unforgiving when it comes to levels wise. So now we're going to... So this is how it should be going the first time, the way that I'm going through it right now. And as you notice, I'm not really shooting as many projectiles right now because we need to make sure that we're not attacking specific things, otherwise we can't progress through the level. Because he can destroy anything, including the stuff that you need to progress through the level. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting through this level. This is how this level should have gone in the first place. But it decided not to. So it can destroy those birds right there, which you need to progress through the level. That's fine. And this should be the last cannon to get to the very end here. There we go. That was not a good level, but what can you do? Sometimes it just happens. All right. So now with that, we are going to go on to the next level, which is another unforgiving level. All of Sky Vines is basically unforgiving. Except for the boss. The boss is one of the easiest bosses in the entire game. Alright, so now we're going on the Swinging Shrine Falls. This used to be one of my best levels. Now it likes to troll me quite hard, and it likes to kill me quite often. We are not going to be using a Toad in this level, even though this is this does have water. Toad does not like water at all. He just disappears if you get him in water for some strange reason. Alright. Like I said, this used to be one of my better levels, but now it likes to troll hard. Because we have this. We have coyote time, but since we're not coyotes, we're mongooses, we have mongoose time, I like to call it. We can slide off of it for just a tad bit of time here. Oops, that's fine. I was trying to not get hit by him. There we go. But for us, luckily for us, there is a heart right here, and then we're going to slide through these enemies. So right here, I'm doing this on purpose. It just is a lot faster than just having to duck through all that. There we go, and go up here. I'm gonna slam attack right there. That way, we can get through there. There we go, we got the heart. Once again, we're gonna slam attack, go through him. Perfect, got right through that. Got right through that one too. We're gonna go to the left here. Slam down, and then slam down again. Alright, so this is where it starts to become unforgiving. So we need to get onto these. We would want to use Mongoose time right here, but we can't. We have to wait, unfortunately. So right here, we're going to go to the right, then left, then left. And I'm telling that to myself as well. Then left. Then left, Steve. Good job, Steve. You did it. Alright, here's where some of the trouble can come in. Because the game likes to, like I said, troll hard. In this upcoming section right here. I might as well die right here just so I have enough space just in case. I did that death because our checkpoint was right there. So here, the level likes to not listen. So normally you would want to go over there, but instead you can just slam down right here. You can go down here. This is where we need to go. And then here's where it likes to troll us hard. Sometimes they don't jump off that. That's good. And there we go. It actually listened to us that time. I like to say it likes to troll because it won't jump, it won't go in, it won't bounce off of the birds, it will miss the birds. He won't jump at all off of the birds. He'll just fall off. It just likes to troll us there in that section. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So that's my level. I actually do like that level, particularly. Now we're going on to this next section, which is frogs and frights. Now you would think frogs and frights, you would be using the frog, right? That would be correct. But normally in this one, if I'm playing on the hard difficulty, since you wouldn't be able to spawn in a frog at any point, instead we are going to be just summoning in the frog at right at the beginning, because normally in this area, in this level, you would have to go and you would have to go out of your way to get the frog for a frog level. However, since we can just summon the frog at any time, we're just going to be summoning him right away. When we would go up here, normally you would have to go over to the left, go up and dodge enemies in order to get the frog to get to this next area right here. But we don't have to do that on easy difficulty. Okay, jump up here. Get over here. And then get up here. Perfect. So, the spiders that we were climbing on before, yeah, these ones we can't actually do that. Instead, since they're green, their webs are actually hurt you. So we want to try and dodge them as much as possible. So now we have to get rid of Toad for just a second here. And we're just gonna go through all this section without a frog, because we can't summon it. If you look down in the bottom left down there, you can see that there's a little symbol that says no mounts. So unfortunately we can't summon anything in this section, which doesn't really matter anyway, because we get over here and we're going to be getting the Toad again anyway, which is very important, because once again we're going to be skipping a entire section coming up by using the frog. So once we get over there, it takes a second to get there. I always Forget that there's quite a bit before we actually get to this section. So we have that. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Perfect. And now we jump down here. Normally we would have to defend off a bunch of different enemies coming at us. But instead what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. We're going to jump off. And then we're just going to continue on. We completely skip having to do all of that section. That's a very long section. And you noticed I didn't get Toad again because we can't have any mounts in this section. Oops, that's fine. Because we're almost done with this level anyway. Woo! Like I said, we're almost done with this level anyway. Perfect. That's exactly how that level should go. Except for the very end there where I got hit. But other than that, that was good. Alright. So now, inside of Skyvines, at the very beginning, we run into this plant, and Luna falls in love with this plant, and the plant's name, she names the plant Sally. Well, this whole, all of Skyvines, we've been chasing Sally to try and find where it was going. Well, Sally wanted to go to the swamp. So now we're going to see what Sally looks like. Sally is just a small, innocent little plant that wanted to go to this swamp right here. And we finally get to do the dino, and we have to have the dino as the mount. That's Sally, okay? That's Sally, really innocent Sally. Sally isn't so innocent anymore. So, the thing about Sally is there's even a trophy achievement for beating this boss in under a minute or two. It is a very, 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 very simple boss. The enemies are always going to be in the same spot every single time, so you know where they're going to be spawning in at. Usually this is in the same order. This is a little bit different. She usually doesn't throw these out right away, but whatever. We're going to go all the way over here. Then we're going to go to the middle. It's always going to be opposite of what she summons in. So then it's going to be middle again. So there's that one, and then this one. Perfect. So then that means I'm going to be going into the middle now. Yep. And we're going to be going over here and then over to the right. Yep. Now she's going to be shooting out the pods again, but this time instead of just one wave, there's going to be two waves. The thing with these pods is Sally can sometimes just like to throw them on directly onto your head. It's fun. Very fun. There we go, and now we have one more, and we can just stand right here and chomp up the last. There we go, and that's the end of Sally. Very, very simple boss. Super easy, very fast. Alright, so now we are going into the next world here. This is the ice area here. I don't remember the exact name of it. This is Snowland. Snowland, very creative name, Snowland. Snowland has some fun levels that we get to use with the Toad. But also, this is the level with the worst boss in the entire game. Complete RNG fest, and it is not. They are never kind to me. So over here, we're going to summon the Toad, and then we're gonna go forward right away. That way, we don't get hit. And then we are going to be jumping onto these geysers. I'm gonna make sure I don't hit that guy because he likes to chase me everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean literally everywhere. Okay, that was actually really good. I've never had him actually die there before. Perfect. Let's go. We're gonna wait. And I didn't wait and still got hit. That's fine. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna jump all the way down to here to skip having to wait for all of those. I'm gonna get that just for safety purposes. Like I said, these are all safety purposes. I don't actually need to get them. In a world record run, I wouldn't be getting them, but since this is a marathon submission, I'm going to take some safety measures here. Alright, then we're going to go up here. Jump over. And all the way down. And this is one reason why we have the Toad to begin with, is to get rid of that. And now we just leave Toad there, and we don't have Toad for the rest of the level, unfortunately. So if Toad is your favorite, I'm sorry to say we will not be... Well, that was a new one. This game likes to eat inputs quite a bit, and that just ate my input to jump. So, yeah. There we go. Because we were right at the very end of the level, I just decided to eat my input. Yeah, this game likes to do that quite a bit. So if I die just randomly sometimes like that, and it looks like I did it on purpose, I didn't. The game is just like, no, I don't think so. Alright, so next one is Cold Waves. This is our next underwater level. For some reason, normally you can get on like a good cycle where you can just keep on swimming, but for some reason recently, those cycles have not been too kind to me. Alright, so here we go. We're going to just keep swimming as... Oh, there we go. We might be on the good cycle. I've been getting hit by them recently. Oh, we're on the good cycle. Let's go. Well, except for that one. That's fine, though. Yeah, we're on the good cycle. Here we go. So this is how this level should look. So, like I said, if you're on good cycles, you're on good cycles. Okay, so if you just keep on swimming right here, you should be fine. Because also, right down here, we have a heart. We don't need to worry about that. And then right here, this section looks scary. It's not. As long as you just keep swimming. Go up. And now we are completed with that underwater level. Like I said, all these underwater levels, you think they would be scary. They're not. They really are not that scary. Oh, and one thing I want to point out is we were just underwater for most of that level, right? Nothing too scary, nothing bad could happen while you're under the water, right? Well, first we have to skip this. Well, our next area here... Well, first off, we have to go against Riptor. This is Riptor's Rage. Not Ripto, Riptor's. Riptor's Rage. Not Ripto. Riptor. Yeah, you see where some of the inspiration came in? This is a really fun level that you could do by just sliding, but it's a lot more fun when you have it on the Toad. It might be a little bit slower, but it's super fun this way. So that's fine that I got hit there, because there's actually going to be a heart coming up here in just a minute. I know where everything is going to be landing, so and when it's going to be landing, so it's not that big of an issue. Perfect, so here's our heart. We'll get it automatically, and right here is another section where we're just going to be completely skipping that section. Normally what you would have to do there is you would have to go and you would have to wait for this to unlock a jump pad for you to get up to the next area. Now, I was saying there was no repercussions while swimming underwater in that last area. Why is it all of a sudden cold for him? We're gonna wait here. All of a sudden, in this level, they're cold? Why? We were just underwater for a full level and no repercussions. But now, all of a sudden, in this very short level, there are. That's fine. We're gonna go. Drop down here. Oh, that's not good, though. I need help really bad here. Alright, so now we're gonna send back in our Toad buddy here. Hey, I need this for safety purposes, like, actual... like, really bad. That would have been really bad. See, like I said, it would have been really bad. Okay. So this section, we have to go through all of this, unfortunately. This is what we would have had to go through on that area that we completely skipped by me dismounting off of the frog. This is all that section would have been. It's just waiting for stuff like this. So now we're going to go down here, and then we're going to, unfortunately, have to leave Toad behind again. Because it's a lot faster if we just do this by ourselves. Okay, there we go. And we're at the end of the level here. This is one of the more fun levels. I love this level. Go over here, and then we're at the end of the level. That was a little bit slower, but what can you do? Sometimes things happen. Alright. Now we're going on to the next level. I'm just glad I didn't die in that level. This next level is really fun. It used to be a pain. But I have now made a full thing out of this level where I have specific cycles that I like to hit, that I can try and hit. And if I hit them correctly, then this level looks gorgeous. So we're going to wait a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3. And here we go with our plan. We're going to go right over here. We're going to jump down here. We're going to jump on top of this. We're going to go all the way over. We're going to jump on this. Hit the next one, jump on that, then jump on that, so we don't get hit. You can get hurt by these. We're going to go down here, and then we're going to jump onto that. Go over here, and then we're going to jump, 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 jump. Then we're going to jump on this guy's head twice. Maybe get the cycle. There we go. That's fine. That I got hit. We're going to jump over him. We're going to slide down here. We're going to go all the way over here. We're going to hit this. Hit this. Get hit again, that's fine. Then we're going to go all the way over here. We're going to go. We have to make a cycle. There we go, perfect. Then we're going to slide through those. We're going to go all the way over here, jump into this. Then we're going to see if we can get this. No, you can slide under that. It's very difficult. And we're going to go here, jump over that, then go. Cool, we got that cycle. Then we're going to jump on that. Jump, 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 glide, jump. Okay, well that's never happened. Usually I can hit all those. That's perfectly fine though. Sometimes that happens. Jump, 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 glide, fall, jump, jump, go on there, get that, glide. There we go, jump on this guy's head twice. And then glide all the way over here, get all the way down, slide through. So normally you can go fast enough here and you won't see that tire behind you. That'll fall on him, that'll fall on him. Then we go all the way over. And then we have finished the level. So that one death is not normally what happens there. Normally it looks really smooth and you can just go through everything, but that's perfectly fine, to be completely honest. That level is still a lot easier than what it used to be. That used to be a very troubling level. Alright, now we are on to Robokong. Robokong is my arch nemesis. This is the boss that I have been leading everybody up to. This boss is not friendly to me. Ever. Not once has he been friendly to me. He will not spawn in items sometimes that you need. I will throw the bomb the wrong way. He will hit me without warning sometimes. There is manipulations though. I'm going to stand right here in the same spot. He will hit the same area twice, and then he will start throwing this stuff, and then I'll stand in the same spot. I usually know where it's going to go after that. There will be one that lands right there. Perfect. Now we got that. We're going to stand over here, and we're going to face him. We're going to throw that. That just completely skipped an entire cycle of him spinning around in circles with lightning fists. Okay, we did the manipulation again. We're going to stand in the same spot. Way over here, that's fine. Turn around, throw it again. Skip the cycle once again. Perfect. We're going to stand in the same spot once again. Manipulate him one more time. Perfect. Then get this last barrel to throw at him and skip one more cycle, hopefully. Turn around, face him. Perfect. That's fine. That's why he gives us hearts. Alright, so now that was phase 1. You thought he was done. Oh no, absolutely not. This is the harder area coming up. Because this is where the RNG comes into play. This is where he could decide to not spawn in a barrel that we need to throw at him. This is where I could miss an entire shot. This is where he could kill me for no reason whatsoever and hit me for no reason whatsoever. This is the section where if you die, you have to do the whole fight all over again. Okay, he's gonna slam his fist down right there. Now we have to hope that it's going to be on this side. Let's hope that it's on this side, otherwise we have to jump back over to the other side and get the barrel. Okay, it's on the other side, which I was hoping it wasn't going to do. We're going to go all the way up here. Cool, that's one down. That's good so far. He's going to slam his fist down right there. We're going to jump over here. We're going to hope that it's going to... Oops. Well, I need that heart now. It's on this side. Again. Perfect. One more. Gonna save that heart just in case he decides to hurt me for no reason whatsoever. Where's the last bomb? Right there. Okay. Perfect. That was a fight that actually went well that time. I say that he's my arch nemesis, but that was actually really good. We'll take that any day. That was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's how that fight should go normally. It would be better for better RNG, like where those bombs spawn, but what can you do? Okay, now we're going into the Magic Wood. Magic Wood has some interesting levels, including a level that used to be very, very difficult for me and is now one of the easier levels for me. And then another level that used to be very easy for me and is now very difficult. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to start the summon of the Toad, and then we're going to summon the Toad. We're going to be using Toad throughout most of this level here. And then we're just going to abandon him at the very end, kind of like a Yoshi in Mario, because we need to sacrifice him for the better good, for the end of the level here. Because it's a lot easier without him at the end of the level. So we have to make sure that we hit these specific enemies over here, because they can push you off and kill you. There we go. We got past the trolls. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh gosh. Whew. I almost died there. There we go. We don't need that. I promise. Because here's our fun area that we just leave the Toad there, because then we can get to the end of the level right here by just gliding off of him, and that's the end of the level. It's a very short level, very fun level too. Alright, going on to Thorns Valley. Thorns Valley. I need to wipe my hands off for this one. I've been practicing this level. This level is very trolly. Like, very, very trolly. Oh, gosh. You can die quite a bit on this level. This level can screw you over multiple times. And we're not going to be using a mount throughout this entire level. We're going to be sliding through all these enemies first, and we are going to have to wait. And Nico has to work with me in this level, because if he does work with me, then it's a lot easier. But sometimes he likes to eat inputs on this level quite a bit. So right here, we're just going to go up here. We're going to jump off right here, slide into these enemies, go forward, and we're going to jump here, wait, jump over here, get up here, and then go. Perfect. Thank you. We're not going to dive into him. Perfect, that was good too. Here's where he likes to troll me. For some reason, going through that checkpoint makes it so you can't jump. I don't understand why. I found that out recently, and it's just very annoying. We're gonna... Oh, well, that's fine. We were gonna duck underneath it, but we can get a heart right here, which we're gonna need. Now we have to see where we're at in the cycles here. Gonna wait. Perfect. Alright. Whee! Okay, gonna see where that's at. I'm not gonna get hit by this time, because I need all the hearts that I can get for this section. Perfect. We're gonna wait. Perfect. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now here's a fun little area. There's an enemy that spawns here. If you slide all the way over here, he will not attack you. Then that will open this up right here. We're going to slam down all the way down here. We're going to go, and we're going to slide underneath all of these spiders. We're going to wait. We're going to wait a little bit longer here, and then we're going to go. That was a perfect level. That's exactly how you want that level to go. It didn't troll us this time. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright. So now we're going into Under Pressure. Under Pressure used to be a difficult level. I didn't understand the level at all until I found a route that really, really works. And I hope I'm able to show this off quite well. I need to make sure that my hand does not hit the circle button at this point, because this level is very technical. If you can get it down, it looks really cool. So we're going to be using Frog for this level. We're going to be jumping up here, and there's something up above us that can crush us. But we also have Coyote Time with the Frog, so we're going to be using that. We're going to be jumping up here. Jump, 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 jump. We are going to be using this to our advantage. We are going to be getting hit there. Then we're going to go over here. We're just going to fall down. That's fine that we have one heart missing here, because we're just going to jump up here. We're going to grab this, because we would be at 2 here anyway. Good, good. Now we're going to get over here. We're going to kill him. We're going to jump up. We're going to slam down on that, get back into that, get into the Toad, get up here, go over here, get up here, 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 and then we're going to take the up route here, get the diamond. Or miss the diamond, whatever. We don't need to worry about the heart. Get that. Now we have to go fast here. There, there, there. Go up here, then here, here. Perfect. Then we're gonna go here, kill him, go up here. Perfect. We got past the first section. Now is the hard section. And you say, well, that looked like a hard section. It was a hard section. Just wait. We're gonna go all the way up here. We're going to be mashing buttons, so I hope you like mashing the ASMR. We're going to go, 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 go. As high up as we can get. This is actually perfect where we want it to be. We don't want to get hit a second time, because we're going to go all the way up here. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Perfect. And then we're going to go all the way up, dodge all the bullets here, and then we're through. We've made it through the level. That used to be such a hard level for me, but once I found a technique to get through this level as quickly as possible, it made it so much easier. That's exactly how you want that level to go. Just how you saw that done right there, that's how that level needs to be done. And you usually end with one heart, exactly as I did right there. Alright, so now we're going on to Glimmering Groves, I believe that's what it's called. Perfect. And we are going to be using Toad once again here. Because it makes it a little bit easier. I use the Toad in here now. In the past, it used to be to where, well, I'll just show you. If you remember the level Stop and Go in the Donkey Kong Country games, this kind of plays tribute to that. But the thing is, before the patch, you used to be able to destroy the enemies that you stop with the Toad without having to use the stop go thing. But now you have to hit these. Like those tree stumps, you used to be able to destroy with the frog without having to hit the button. But now you do have to hit the button. So It changed up a little bit, but I still like to use the toe because it's still it's still easier. Okay, there we go. Keep going. Okay, so this is difficult. We just have to wait for this to go all the way up like that. It's a little bit of a wait, but we would rather do that than wait even longer for other stuff. Perfect. Okay, now we're going down here. Oops, that's fine. Hit that one. We really don't have to. There's a heart right here. I know where most of the hearts are, obviously. For when you play the hard difficulty, you kind of need to know where they are. We're gonna hit that one more time. So they don't go again. Like I said, this is a lot easier if you're playing it on the older patch of the game because you don't actually have to go and hit those. You can just destroy it with the frog. That's fine. I do that on purpose. You can just jump over these tree stumps so you don't have to worry about them. And there we go. And we're going to go up here. We're going to make sure that we don't get hit by these guys because they like to troll sometimes. Because of the way that the camera angle is, it messes with you and you don't know exactly where they're at. Alright, so now we're going on to the next boss, which is Chef's Cafe. This is one of the easier bosses in the game. He's very predictable, you know exactly what's going to happen when. And this is the first boss, and only boss, I believe, that has its own entrance. It's very strange. After you skip it, like you'll understand what I mean. Like all the other bosses are already on screen or stuff like that. This boss, no. After you skip all of this, you go in here, no boss on screen. He's the only boss that gets his own entrance. It's super slow and super annoying. I'm going to stand right here for the sole purpose of they're going to send out this enemy like they always do. And where these go are random. I don't know where these are going to go. That's the one thing I don't know where these are going to go. And I don't know where the dynamite is going to land. Okay, actually that's really good. But I need to make sure that I actually hit him. Perfect. Okay, that's one hit on him. They're going to send that out. What? Okay, whatever. Alright, and they should send out the dynamite in just a minute here. And then they should send out a heart as well. Yeah, there's the heart. Okay, so now we're back up with our hearts, and then he should do it one more time. The dynamite will come out next, I believe. No. There's the dynamite. I'm going to make sure that I jump over here and hit him. Perfect. That's the first cycle. We have one more cycle for him. And this is the cycle that's very fun. Because you're dodging boxes, like, I say very fun as in it actually is fun. But he's gonna... Oops, that's fine. Because we should get a heart after we hurt him this time. And we're gonna go over here, we're gonna jump on him, and then we should get a heart right there. Yup, absolutely. And then we get to get on to these. We're just gonna jump back and forth between these two firefly areas. Because if you stay on one for too long, it starts dropping into that. There we go. And then we just do that 2 more times. Like I said, this is a very fun section. I really like this section a lot. Because it has a little bit of a challenge to it, but it's not, like, super difficult. And then we're going to follow him back over this way so we can jump on his stomach as fast as possible. And then we're just going to be doing the same thing over again. Jumping back and forth between these two. And then one more time. Like I said, he's a very, very simple boss, very fun boss. Alright, and one more time. Here we go. Whee! We're just going to follow him over this way. And there we go. That's the boss. Very fun. Very simple. Now we're going on to the second to last area, I believe. And the first level of this next area, yeah, the second to last level, or world, sorry, not level, world. So Dry Sea, this very first level, Pump and Dump, which is the name of the first level, used to have another skip, another swim glitch that actually helped out quite a bit, more than the first swim glitch. But now, we don't have it, so I had to practice this level regularly. So, if I kind of slow down a little bit, it's because I'm trying to remember exactly what to do, because the swim glitch, I'll tell you exactly when it would have taken place. That's fine. Because there should be a heart right here. Yep. So, one thing about the water in this game, you can actually just jump out of the water, and it's just like jumping normally. So we're going to go right here, and we're just going to jump, jump, jump. Perfect. Gonna go up here, gonna land right here, dive. I wait for this bird. Then we're gonna go down here. All of this was part of the original route with the swim glitch. Okay, well, didn't allow me to do that, that's fine. There would have been a heart right there if I needed it. And we're gonna glide all the way over here. Here we go. I guess I'm going under. Whatever. Alright, so now we're going to go down here. The spikes are going to be top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, basically. Go up here. Go all the way over here, and then he's going to jump over to the other side, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so the swim glitch would have started inside of this water down here. This water right down here. We would have done the swim glitch to get through this whole entire section. Starting now, we would have been swimming through the air. But I had to relearn this section because they got rid of it. So right there you saw I took damage, but I also am not missing a heart. That's because I collected the heart and then I got hit, so then it counted as me getting the heart after I took the damage. Which is really nice that it does that sometimes. There we go. We're gonna go... So all of this I had to relearn after they patched out the swim glitch. Which is fine, it's not too much, but yeah, we would have been skipping all of this that you're seeing right now. And I'll tell you when we would have went back in. Whee! So all this stuff, all this swimming that I've been doing and everything, all this would have been skipped with the air swim. And we would have come out right up here. And we would have went right into this. So it would have cut out like 20-30 seconds, but it's not like too bad now. Like once you learn the route, it's not super bad. But anyway, that is Pump and Dump. Now we are going on to another fun level. We're going to be going into Desert Drop Dash. We are going to be using Toad in this one. Towards the... Like, after this first section, towards the end, it helps out a lot. It skips out, like, maybe, like, 15 seconds of a level if I don't end up dying. There we go, up here. And we can't use Toad right away, obviously, because it's saying no mounts. But once we get out of this section down here, we should be able to get Toad. There we go. Okay, get up here. cool. Got up there. That's good. Sometimes he decides not to. Okay, we are gonna get hit here, get hurt here. This, the toad gets hurt right there by that. Then we're gonna go up here, we're gonna destroy him, and then we're going to get Toad back again. We're gonna go down here, and we're actually gonna take the heart for safety. There we go. Then we're gonna go up here. We're going to jump up here, and then we're going to jump out, and that saves about 15 seconds of the level. That was exactly how you want that level to go. If I would, I just wanted to take that heart for safety, because sometimes you can just get hit for no reason whatsoever right there. If I wouldn't have got that heart, it would have been even quicker level. Alright, now we're going on to the one exploit in the entire game, and that's Bat Sky Scrambled. So I accidentally found this skip, this exploit, on my first playthrough of the game by accident. Well, at the same time, somebody else was playing the game, speedrunning the game, and found the same exact exploit that I did, so it's just become a thing now. Did not mean to fall down there, by the way. As you can obviously tell, I didn't know what to do. So the bat is my favorite mount in the entire game, and I'm glad that the exploit happens with the bat. So we're gonna go down here. It's a little bit. It's near the end of the level. I'll explain when we get there what's gonna be happening. So right now we're going to be flying up here. So the reason I like the bat is because I just like the ability that it has, like the shock wave or whatever, the echolocation thing. I just find it really cool and cute. Woo! You missed me, bud. Alright, so now we're gonna go down here. Now, even on the hard difficulty, they are gonna have that right there. We don't need it, because we didn't get hurt or anything. Perfect. So now we're gonna lose the bat for just a minute here, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Gotta wait for the bird to do its thing. Because it will hurt you there and you will fall down. Ooh, I almost got hit there. There we go, and go up here. So there's a heart right here. Like I said, I just need to know where those hearts are for safety purposes. Oops, that's fine. Small mishap. Ain't no big thing. Got a chicken wing. We're gonna wait for him to come back, so then we can run into him. That's fine. So now we're going into the fun area. So our exploit is gonna be coming up pretty soon here. And it's aptly called Roller Skip. Oops. Uh-oh. That's not good. That actually isn't good. Whew. Okay, I actually don't know where a heart is around here, and I could die right here. No, okay, we're good there. Our next heart isn't until inside of our exploit, so we need to make sure that we're very careful here. Okay, so now we're getting into our area here. So we're going to be flying up into this corner up here. This is going to allow for us to get through a little bit quicker. We're going to go up here and go back down, go up again, destroy him, go through here, then go through here. That allows for us to skip through the roller section there. Actually, why it's called roller skip. Then we're going to do it once again right here. We're going to cut through, go down and through, then this is why we need all the hearts that we can get, because we're going to be going down here. We're going to be going through this one, but this time, in order to skip through everything and get a little bit faster, we're going to actually be hurting ourselves, which is going to allow for us to fall through like that. And that allows for us to skip all the rollers and not have to wait. This was found by accident by me and one other person at the same exact time. The speedrunning community. Perfect! That level actually went really well. We'll take that. Alright. And like that, I think we have one more level, and then we're going to the boss, which is my favorite boss in the entire game. I will say their name once we get up there. I always forget what level this is. Lava Temple. Okay. Lava Temple. This is just an auto-scroller. Sorry, auto-scroller. But the issue is if you die at all, you have to start... There is no checkpoints in this level. At all. So if you die, you have to go through the entirety of this level again. Which absolutely blows. Because it can happen at the very end of the level, where there's... right before the first checkpoint. And then you have to redo the entire level over again, and it sucks. Because this is only an auto-scroller, and there's no speeding it up or slowing it down. Luckily, we know where everything's going to be. I still don't know what that button does. I hit it anyway, just because it's fun to hit buttons. Who doesn't like hitting buttons? Okay, so here's where it starts to get difficult. Okay, we got past that section. We have one more difficult section, and then we're good. Perfect. There we go. We're past the difficult parts. That could kill you very easily. Then we're just going to slide down here as fast as possible. Because then we're just going to go down here. We're going to go past those guys. We're going to go over here. We're going to wait for him to shoot out his ick. And then we're going to go, and this is the end of the level. Luckily, we've made it without any difficulties whatsoever. Whee! Whee! Woo! That, oh, I almost went into the secret area, and we don't want to do that. Alright, and that's the end of Lava Temple. Alright, so now we're going on to the next boss, which is Toby. Toby is my favorite boss in the entire game. He's so cute. He can be deadly, but he's very easy to get past, but he's also like the cutest boss in the entire game. I love Toby. He's so fun. Alright. You'll see why I like Toby in just a minute here. Well, first off, Toby is the first one that actually is kind of rude. We're just fishing and Toby comes in and he tries to hurt us. But this is why I like Toby. He's really cute. He has a multitude of different attacks that he can do. And we know what each one is going to do. So this one is going to be fire. So we're going to run all the way over here. Then we're going to slide all the way over. That attack. Which way are you going, Toby? Okay. You can do multiple different attacks over here. Gonna do the waves. He's gonna send out enemies with that wave. Okay. Where are you going to next, Toby? All the way over here, okay. And then we have one more attack that he can do. We've seen all the attacks that he can do now. And there we go. Toby is dead. He's a very easy boss, but he's really cute and he can be deadly. Alright, and Toby's done. He's one of the faster bosses too, next to Sally. I think he actually is the fastest boss in the entire game. Alright, so now we're going into the final section of the game, and that is Grimbald's lair? No, Cobring Base. So, Cobring Base has some fun levels, but the thing is, this first level is not fun. This is Airtube Adventures. Airtube Adventures is the worst level in the entire game. I cannot stand this level. I don't expect to survive the entire level. I will be completely honest. This level just is that bad for me. I don't understand this level to begin with, and it's difficult as all heck. Alright. We're gonna go over here. It is a very difficult level. It doesn't look too difficult right now, but trust me, it is. It's very difficult. Once it gets to the later parts of the level. That's why I'm focused right now. Right here we can slide into both of these enemies, get under there. Then we're gonna slide under him, get here. This is the only like fast area that I know of. We're gonna go all the way up here, take it safe. Then we're gonna go all the way over here, jump up here. Okay, we're taking it safe. I will always take this level safe because it's not a fun level. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. Okay, we got past the bird, that's good. Taking it safe. I could probably jump over to this one from up there, but probably not. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the level. I've died from that guy way too many times to know that he's right there. Okay, this is where it gets troubling because of our health. This is why I don't like this level. It's this section right here. Because now we have to do this whole area all over again. I told you I would probably not survive through this level. I hate this level with a passion. I told you I would not survive this level. Woo! Alright, we made it through. So that level is the worst level in the entire game. I cannot find, like, strategies to get through that level without dying. I've never gotten through that level without dying once. But after Airtube Adventures, everything is smooth going. We will have really good levels throughout the rest of them, including the final boss. The final boss is even easier than that level. So there's gonna be a dialogue skip throughout each one of these levels because there's a nice Cobring that's taking us through the entire area, this entire Cobring base as like a tour, because we said we were wanting to join the Cobrings, I believe. So we're gonna be using Toad here. It makes this level 10 times easier and a lot more fun. So we're gonna jump over that. Good, I made it over that. Now we're gonna jump up this. Like I said, it makes this level so much easier and a lot more fun. We're gonna go up here, skip over them, kill this guy, go over here. We have to get rid of them. Go slide down here. Then we're gonna wait for this guy to move forward. Once we do that, then we can go down this next one. Then we're gonna summon Toad again. Kill this guy. Just wait, go. And now we're gonna jump over. This is one reason why it makes it easier, because this section is so hard normally. You just fall down here, not worrying about. Oh gosh, that's not good. Okay, we might end up dying here, which isn't good. We have to be very careful right here. So we're gonna get rid of Toad there, unfortunately. We have to be very careful here now. There we go. Get him, get him, get him, and there we go. We made it through the level without dying. Perfect! That's how that level should go. That used to be a very hard level with just sliding and everything, but if you do it the way that I just did it like that, it works out really good. Alright, so now we're going on to Flicker Factory. Might sound familiar. It's just like the lights level inside of a Donkey Kong Country games. But this makes it a little bit easier if you're using Toad, because Toad's projectiles actually light up the area. So you don't need to worry about figuring out where everything is, because he just lights up the whole area. But I already know where I'm going anyway, so we're going to get up here, we're going to kill this guy first, and then we're going to get Toad back. We're going to go here, then we're going to go here, and go way over there, if it lets me. Thank you. We're going to go up here. And through everything. Okay, there we go. We're going to drop down here. Kill this guy. Drop down here. And kill the bird. Drop down here. That should be a heart. Yep, there we go. There's that. And then here's something I found by accident. You can just jump right up there without having to worry about. Now here's where it gets a little bit more difficult. If you get on the right cycles, you don't even have to worry about stopping. Like that. That was perfect. But even if you do get hit here, it doesn't really matter. It's still faster just to do it, to go. Because also there's a heart coming up. Right there. So we need to hit this, then get through the lasers at the same time, which is easy. We need this heart, just for safety purposes. Whee! There we go. That guy always gets me every time. We had to kill that guy in order to get up here. Perfect. And there we go. We're done with Flicker Factory. Perfect. Alright. So now we're going on to the second to the last level before the final boss, and that is Mount Mayhem. Now, it sounds like it's a mountain. Well, we've been using mounts this entire game, and so we are going to be using every mount in the game except for two, technically. And we are going to be trying to use a trick here at the very beginning so we don't have to use the slow method of having to hit a button to raise up stuff. So we're going to be grabbing Toad here one last time, and hopefully we can get this trick pulled off. It can be tricky sometimes. We're gonna wait for this guy. Got it. So that completely skips having to hit a button. And now we have to do it one more time at a separate area coming up. Right up here, we're gonna wait for the line up here. we can still go and continue on. That's unfortunate because you can get the jump up there, but I got stuck. So once again, we're going to be going into the water. We would be using the seahorse here, but instead we're not. I'm just going to go up here so I can get that. Because I knew that was going to happen. I always end up hitting that. Okay, so once again, we're going to be going. No, wait. Swim, swim. Slow down. Get up here. And finally, for the first time ever, we get to see the boar. I never get bored. Alright. So now we're going to go this way, keep running. The boar is one of the faster enemies in the entire game, but we just don't use him because all he does is jump. He doesn't have the ability. He has the ability to run into people, but it's just not even worth it. So we're going to jump off of this guy, so that code ring, so we can get that. He doesn't get hurt by any enemies, unlike some of the other ones. But he cannot run through the reading enemies, these guys. He gets knocked back, so you just have to make sure that you... Alright, so now we're going to go over here, and then we're going to go to my favorite mount, the bat. We're going to be taking the risky paths, but they're not, like, risky, because that was considered the risky path by going through those spikes. We know exactly where it's going to be, so this guy is going to try and go after us, but he's going to... Oh, crap, that's not good. He's going to kill himself. The reason I say that's not good is because there's a section coming up here that could potentially kill me if I don't have full health. There's one, there's two, and here we go. Okay, we're good. We got through it. That's the most risky part of this entire section, right? That is right there. Those guys can easily kill you. And here's the most fun dive in the entire game. Whee! Whee! So I'm not gonna go for health because we can get health up here in multiple different places. There's hidden enemies right there, but we can just kill them. Here's our first health right there. Then we're gonna go up here, and our second health is right up here. We didn't need both healths, but I grabbed them just in case, and it dodges all the enemies as well. And we are now done with Mount Mayhem. Alright, and with that we are going on to the final level and the final boss, which is Grimbald. Grimbald is very predictable. You know exactly all the moves that he's going to do, you just don't know in what order. So this is our final dialogue skip, and then we're going to go into Grimbald's treasury. Here we go, we're going to go forward. And we're going to skip our final cutscene, well, second to last cutscene, right here. And then we're going to go into Grimbald. Grimbald has 3 moves that he can do. He has a jump move, he can throw his sword, he can also shoot lightning. He's going to throw his sword, so he's going to go right there. We're going to duck under it, and then we're going to fly over him. He might do the lightning next, that's my guess. If not, yep, that's what I figured. So we're going to stand right here, and we're just going to duck. He cannot hit us if we're standing right in this section ducking. Except for those, and then we're just going to go back over here, and then he's going to jump once. And then he's going to start laughing. We have to dodge all of these in order to get the bomb, in order to hurt him. I'm guessing he's going to do his jump for the bomb, so we just have to wait. Yep. We hit him once, that's good. We need to hit him 3 times, obviously. Most of the enemies have been... now he's going to do the lightning next, unless he laughs. Okay, there's the lightning. Ooh! Why are you moving forward, Nico? Now laugh. Thank you. So that means he's going to be doing the sword throw for... Nope, it's the jump again. But it's the better jump. I can grab it easier. Okay. He's gonna laugh. Okay, that's good. That means he's going to throw the sword, and we can get a early hit off on him. Finish the cycle. He's gonna throw the sword. Then we can pick this up and throw it at him. And that finishes off that cycle. This is skipping this cutscene. Then we're gonna go up. And this is the final the final chase sequence. If we get hit by that, then we have to do that whole. If we get hit by any of that lava, we have to do this whole section over again, which is very unfortunate. But it has happened before. I know what each enemy is going to be. Cool, that's good. Destroy you two. Okay, there's going to be another plant shooting stuff. Then this guy is coming in. This is the hardest section in the entire part. Perfect, that's fine. Because there's a heart right here, we can get that. And then there's another heart that spawns in. Now we need to... Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna go all the way over here, because that's what I thought was gonna come next, lasers. Cool. Now he's gonna come out and he's going to shoot these out. So all three of these attacks, you've seen all three of these attacks. He's going to do all three of those attacks in a different order each time. The timing will be the second that I get the final hit on him. So I will count you down. So this is going to be the first hit. I'm going to go all the way over here because it's a lot easier with the lasers if he does the lasers first. Yeah, he's doing the lasers first, so we can slide, jump. Perfect. Now we go back over here to see if he does this. Perfect. Then he's going to do this again. So then the next time he'll do this attack first, then he'll probably do lasers. Or he might do lasers last. So then he's going to come down and do the slam attack down onto the ground again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Excuse me? Okay, never mind. I don't know what to expect now. I've never missed him before. I've never missed him like that before. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we have one more to go. Okay. And hit him down. Okay, these, and then we have one last one, and then that should be time coming up right here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and time. All right. That was Nikoderiko, The Magical World. This game is so much fun, so many things could happen, as you obviously saw what happened to me. But yeah, if you enjoyed this game, I'd really love to have this in the marathon. It's like it shows off a lot of like cool platforming, like traditional platforming aspects, and it combines multiple different styles into the game. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the marathon. Thank you.